And welcome back. Before we go on, I want to remind you that we have invited Jim Justice to appear on this show. He has a standing invitation, which he has so far not taken us up on. But now we introduce Bill Cole, the President of the West Virginia Senate and the Republican governor candidate for the state of West Virginia. Welcome back, Bill.
Great to be with you, Bray.
So it seems like you've got the wind at your back. I mean, it's really been sort of methodical how you started out with very low name recognition, but just methodically, and it seems to be coming together right here just a couple days before the
election. I think so. I mean, I think it's like any well put together business plan, and you know, we have blanketed this state. We have crossed it back and forth, up and down, and gotten in front of as many people as we can. And I just think hard work and perseverance pays off, and I feel it. I mean, my name ID's up, and my positives are up, and you know, more importantly, I just think it's about peaking at the right time, and our early voting's looking good. So you know, it's coming together.
Well, you're running on a platform of continued change to West Virginia. What will your priorities be?
You know, we have so many priorities. First and foremost, at the top of the list, obviously, we got to put our West Virginians back to work in good-paying jobs. The fact that they would be paying income tax, have extra money in their pocket, and consumer sales tax comes in, that allows us to do so many more things in state government that are so necessary. I have said that I'll have an early special session to go after the drug problem, in particular, to looking for enhanced penalties and mandatory minimum sentencing. I really want to send a message loud and clear to the drug poison peddlers, the drug kingpins, the dealers, the bad dealers, that this isn't a place that they want to be caught. But we have work to do on so many fronts. So obviously we're going to be walking into a budget deficit of some pretty large proportion. So I wish we had the choice of just picking one thing and driving it to the finish line, but Bray, we got to take them all on.
Bill, over the last couple of years, as we've talked on this show, one of the things I've said, and I think I've gotten you to agree with me, that we're in a crisis. I mean, we've got an economic crisis that in some parts of our state is a depression, and you just mentioned jobs. We've got to marshal every legislator, every person in the governor's office, and everybody in economic development together to figure out how to win this battle. We need to bring jobs, because the rest of America's got them, and you guys have got to remove, and it can't be 2 years from now, it's got to be now. You all have to remove whatever barriers are keeping companies out.
Well, now you're into the regulatory reforms, and I'll lead the charge on that, and that'll be a day one initiative as well. But Bray, I think what it takes is it takes the right leader in place with the right vision, hiring the right people to be the cabinet secretaries, the key managers that will share that vision, and not only that, drive it through to conclusion. If I'm working with a legislature that's like-minded, listen, we proved over the last 2 sessions that we're ready to do the hard work, the heavy lift, early to late, and that's exactly how it'll be in the executive branch as well.
Some of the people out there, and I'd be one of them, think that we need to address waste and corruption and just clean up the cesspool, as Donald Trump says about Washington, sort of drain the swamp. I think we've made great progress as a state on that, but I think there's more, particularly in the waste area, and we've got to do that, because then that will help, I think, lower what you need to do in terms of raising revenue.
There's so much bureaucracy in Charleston. Our purchasing system is terrible, out of control. Our hiring system, out of control. It takes 2-3 months to get somebody vetted and approved. They've already found another job. You know, somebody that could actually be a difference maker for us. The waste is everywhere. I've had meetings with numerous state employees that by the way took a personal day to come meet with me. They didn't do this on the taxpayer mayor's dime, but it's story after story about things that we can do to change it. And, you know, they're not coming in pointing a finger. They're not coming in saying, hey, pick me for a big promotion. They're just good, concerned, caring citizens that happen to work for the state government, and they're ready to help. And oh my goodness, I got a list. I got a whole bunch of phone calls that we'll be making very quickly to bring them into the fold and help us figure out where we can see those savings. But it's going to fall heavily to the governor, the next governor, to identify those and deliver.
Let's assume for a second, if you were to win and the legislature remains pretty much as it is, will you work with them to try to develop a unified agenda of priorities of what you're trying to get through?
Oh, absolutely. Well, I think, you know, first I have to set what my priorities are as the new chief executive, as the new governor, and I will communicate quickly and often with legislative leadership to get them on board and helping with the agenda that I'll set forth. But then we need to communicate regularly. And listen, it's all about communication. That'll make it work. I don't care whether it's in government or in your marriage or in your business. Good communication is one of the critical keys to success. I intend to meet with them early and often, and we got a lot of work to do, and we have no time to waste.
Well, and I think that's one of the things that will be critically important, because if you all win, then you're going to have to show people that you can get something done, and we don't need to get off on too many tangent rabbit traps that we can avoid. But getting everybody on the same page, of course, is always a challenge, but it's going to be the key to being successful, too.
Well, it is, but I'd go back to my 2 years as leader of the Senate with a one-vote majority. I think I demonstrated that I could get everybody on one page. You know, maybe it wasn't always my page, but I don't have all the good ideas. I mean, there's other people that bring good ideas, and we just need to come up with the best idea to move our state forward. But I did it in the Senate, and I promise I'll do it as governor as well.
Well, as we're doing this show, we've got 48 hours till Election Day. What are you going to be doing today and tomorrow leading up to Tuesday? Well,
getting ready to do a drive around. I think we have Parkersburg, Huntington, Charleston, and Beckley today, and then tomorrow we're gonna get in the air, because it's the only way we can get this one done. But we're going to do Martinsburg, Wheeling, and Clarksburg, I believe. So we're going to fight through the finish. I can't believe it. It's been 17 months and I don't know, 2 days, 4 days, I guess. 2 days to go.
All right, well, hang in there. Bill Cole, running for governor of the state of West Virginia.